understands it all.
Well,
That's
we understand. We got a
picking
chance to cast enough Arc Warden by now.
Yes, that is true. I think this hero for me is still designed around abusing the Manta in the bubble and like double Gleipnir. I think those are your two paths to victory with this hero. You can also throw Midas in there somewhere if you're having a really good game. But in general, that's how you're going to win fights and make your teamfight presence known. That's how I kind of view the hero. It's a hero that, okay, you can do all this rat on the maps, shenanigans, you can control waves, you can contribute to pickoffs later with 5 or 6 items. But you pick this hero to abuse one of those two things in the early fights, in the early 5-on-5s, and just hit an insane damage power spike that the enemy can't deal with. So I fully expect that from 9. I think it's Midas, probably into Manta or Gleipnir, maybe both at a certain point. I think it could be a good game for either. The issue is I do think it's kind of a bad Arc Warden. I think Brood has a good matchup versus hero.
Yeah.
At least, I mean, maybe new Arc Warden, who the hell knows, but in general, Brood has had a very good matchup, and Skiter is...
He's going to take a lot of damage with the blood grenade, slowing him down. He levels up the thirst, so you're not going to get much movement speed out of that, my friend. It'll be first blood for tOfu.
Man, Silken Bowl is just so good in these rundown scenarios.
Yeah.
You catch someone in the open, and just give away a freebie. It will go to tOfu, but does not go to the Brood at least. I think Aoi is also going to take a crap ton here on TP's out.
Yeah, TP's away, almost dead off of that damage.
Yeah, this already feels terrible for Tundra down here. Anyway, what I was saying is I think Brood is a good matchup for Zero because it's a summons-based hero that doesn't really care about the race, and you just run on top of him like a BKB Harpoon, or if you go the pipe build, both are good.
Sure. Yeah.
Juggernaut is a really old-school counter to Arc Warden because Healing Ward owns the poke of that hero. You have spell immunity in Blade Fury, and you can just get like Swift Blink later and jump on him in Omnislash. So I think Gaming have answers to the Arc Warden here if it goes late even.
And I would imagine the Windranger is pretty good because part of the build you're talking about where the Dire side Arc Warden is able to give you magic damage when you're in the bubble. That's where the Manta comes in. The illusions also throw out that magic damage. It's like a really potent combo, but if you just can't hit the target you're going for, a la Windrun, then feel like that hero is going to be a pretty good matchup too.
I think most of Windranger kit is nice versus Arc Warden, except the fact this hero can get double Nullifier or double Hex. And at that point, it becomes very weird what happens in that matchup. Also, the bubble evasion can be weird for Windranger. It forces her to gap close, and then you're gap closing into like double Hex or double Nullifier. So then you want a BKB as well. It can be a lot of net worth on the Windranger to make this matchup work. And at that point, you're kind of just playing late game Windranger, where I mean, if you have 5 slots on Windranger, generally Zero doesn't care about almost anything.
Sure, yeah.
It just becomes crazy late game Windranger.
Yeah, Windranger, okay, so definitely not good offensively, but defensively with the Windrun.
I think in the early mid-game,
yeah,
the Windranger can be very offensive versus the Arc, and it's favorable.
Yeah.
Then I think it switches to the Arc Warden, and then who the hell knows. We'll see what how fast he gets online this game, how much you can make use of the early Midas Rush. When do you get that online is also a big deal. You have solo mid XP, so you should get the levels here. I don't think the match will be that bad for you. And maybe this game will just become too chaotic for Gaming to know what the hell is going on. And they'll hit themselves in confusion.
That did seem to be the Tundra game plan for Game 1.
In some ways, it's the games I've seen Tundra win at this tournament are those types of games.
Yeah.
Where at some point you're just like, what the hell is going on in this game? And then you just lose.
Well, part of that has been Tundra being able to outscale their opponents, even when we're not sure that they actually will. And this is another matchup where I'm pretty certain they've got the better late game on Gaimin Gladiators, thanks to having a Juggernaut.
It looks like a pretty damn good Juggernaut game.
Yeah.
See if this core Bat Rider can also create some tempo. We haven't seen this hero in the core world too much, predominantly been a support. So if 33 can get a fast start, become really tanky on the offlane bat with like the Vanguard and the maybe Boots of Travel if he's having a really good game, then maybe the map pressure just becomes way too overwhelming here. And you can just start picking heroes off on Gaming. I feel like that's what this lineup is designed to do on Tundra, more than the team fight. It's about the pick off on the map with the Breaker, the Bat Rider, the Bloodseeker contributing a Rusher, and Rupture, and then Arc Warden coming in with the Illusion later. That part is terrible.
Trying to pull over and over again, but Seleri is now level 3, so he's going to be able to take that Hellbear for himself and turn it right back around on 33. The Healing Ward staying alive, keeping Seleri up, keeping DyrachYO a little bit alive as well. Bit of a clash here, but thanks to the Healing Ward, Gaimin Gladiators should be okay.
It's a big creep to fight back against if you're Tundra. Very hard timing to deal with. And glad that You had that Lotus and an extra salve to pump through the window, be able to block another small camp here. Healing ward is going to be an issue for Tundra the whole game. It's a really good healing ward game. tOfu will give that first blood net worth back a bit. Nice little pickup by AUI on the rune.
Yeah, it does cost 9, maybe a couple of CS here, but well worth it. Thanks AUI, I'm sure, for his service. Charge, he gets a bash off here, not even needed. Final hit comes in from 33 to secure it. Trying to go for the courier as well, that was pretty bold. 33 almost dies for that bit. Unfortunately,
could have had it, but that was too deadly to man up first. He'll regen up here. Well, Tundra finding a little bit back into this early game that started out rough. Especially good for skiter down here because he gets all the thirst benefit.
That is true. Yeah, this constant fighting means skiter is just buffed up to hell.
He's getting yoked at the gym right now, healing up. Having a pretty good lane here. Especially considering the first blood gold went into the Lion's hands, so that was basically free boots for him. A godsend on this hero.
Another just casual blood grenade thrown out. No chance of a charge.
Skiter.
Blast off coming through, but Ace pushes forward to be able to dodge it here. And the final bit of damage will not come. So the Broodmother's going to take some damage on the way out thanks to the tower. And skiter is zooming around. We'll see whether or not he can get any CS to heal himself up.
He's so damn fast. The boots just came in. He's 530 on this lane. Healing ward is not doing enough top. I can tell you the trading Tundra had gotten out of this is very favorable. And they're going to send Sneyking through the gate. So they want to try and capitalize on the fact that skiter can heal up here, and maybe Gaimin wanted to try and go on him. But wisely, Gaimin read the move and backed up.
They also have a play for guarding the Lotuses here.
Extra value.
They thought Gaimin Gladiators would push forward for.
It's this really deep lane ops top that's helping Gaimin read these moves.
Yeah.
These side lane wards early on in the game sometimes prove invaluable. Shield rune will get defended here.
And tOfu really putting on his body on the line for this one. He's going to be hit by the blast off. AUI should be able to secure this, but Nine's going to be in trouble as Quinn looks to chase him down. He does manage to get level 6, but the kill happens before Quinn gets taken down by Sneyking.
Literally the last right click before that stun came through.
Yeah.
Nine's like, Sney, man, pick up the pace, please.
Look at 33, man. Doing a deep lane pull. Seleri's not going to let him get away with it so easily, though. In fact, tOfu, his death just provides an opportunity for more rotations.
He should die here, though.
It's going to be kind of close. He's out of Firefly, and now he's kind of stuck. He commits to the creep, doesn't want to miss out on the flag bearer. It's worth too much.
Yeah, I think maybe you can go for TP there, but I think he doesn't want to risk it. I'd rather just die and come back. Man, this is the downside for all the support action Tundra's got. Their Batriders in a 1v2. They will get both Wisdom runes.
Yep, that's going to be pretty damn nice.
So Tundra's getting a lot more going for their supports this time around than last time, as the Lion tends to be a greedier on the lanes and is going to be really level starved now. So that part works out well for Tundra. The Batrider getting sacked, though, is something that they're going to just have to bite the bullet on. And it also means that Gaimin's cores are having a feeding frenzy out here. All 3 of the top networks in this game belong to them. They're feeling it. Shield rune on Quinn, time to push the action.
9, let's see what he can do with his Hark Warden and try and defend Sneyking. It doesn't last long, that defense, but maybe he can get a return kill here. Quinn doesn't have a TP. The rotations, they can keep on poking him with these spirits and slow him down, but the wind run will eventually allow him to break free. Nobody's rotating back from the other side.
This is where the matchup is good for Arc Warden. If the Arc Warden's not the one getting run down with the focus fire, the turnaround potential on the Windranger is pretty damn good. Something 9 can play for. However, the power runes continue to go into Quinn's hands. A double damage after a shield rune. Can't really get anything better here.
Not sure what 33 was doing there, but he has somehow managed to clump up a double creep wave, which may or may not be good, because this may be an opportunity for Gaimin Gladiators just to hit the tower with some heavy damage.
Yeah, DyrachYO can just push this. He has ult up, he has healing ward to keep the creep wave, and of course you have an Enchantress lineup. Seleri's gonna go bottom. I actually think that was an opportunity to just push the tower. I don't think Tundra could have that easily defended it, especially with no teleport on 9 right now. I think his 33 is not even getting these waves, he's just giving them to Sney.
Radiant's courier
Making this lane super chaotic.
Managed to slip past Seleri there somehow.
Yeah, these side lanes are getting really weird for both teams.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's a Tundra game. It's bound to get weird.
It's absolutely true as 33 has been found in the corner of the map.
Again.
Bye-bye.
Dude, man cannot get his Vanguard.
I don't
He even
know if
got no Vanguard at this point.
yeah, what does it even do? I guess you have to. It just feels terrible.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to need a Crimson Guard eventually at some point, so... Ace battling through the Rupture Blood Rights. The power of that, just the lifesteal. Doesn't have to move.
The best move is no move.
I guess so.
Just sit there. The ultimate counter.
Man, this is getting a little rough for Tundra.
Ooh, they found Quinn though. Windows down.
It's a very big kill. He's got a very big magic wand, 15 charges. That might keep him alive. All these slows.
Last Wraith.
Oh, they hug him, and he's gonna be okay.
All of that early laning factored in here for Quinn as he has Treads, Wand, Bracer, Double Crown, 1400 HP on the max win run. Everything takes off, and Dodge is giving his life away. Would have been a huge pickup for Tundra. Instead, they're just left with an empty mana Arc Warden. 9 does finish his Midas, but the rest of this game is just nothing is going on for Tundra. You have a sacked off-lane Batrider in a 1v2 who went Vanguard. You have a Bloodseeker was forced off the lane bottom by a Brood, and every time he ruptures him, just stares him down. And you're going to start losing some tier 1s off this, unless your Arc Warden has enough resources to help you defend. Looks rough. And then you're probably going to be behind in the 5v5 Aura battle, because there's a healing ward on gaming side. And I guess Ace is going to go right-click here, so he's actually not going to go the Auras. Maybe they feel like the healing ward is just enough.
I find that surprising given the fact you have like 2 other killer right-clicking heroes, and you've got the harder carry in Juggernaut.
I think Pipe really just decimates Tundra's lineup, right? What does Tundra do versus early Pipe in this game?
100% agreed.
Maybe they feel like they want more scale versus the Arc Warden if this game gets weird. That will definitely be nice going to that late game with like Harpoon, BKB Brood with the Shard. You just run the Arc Warden down. Maybe they just want to secure late game. They don't feel like they need to push the tempo too fast here.
I mean, it is a pretty good like carry type Broodmother game, right? Because he can challenge the Bloodseeker and he can get on top of the Arc Warden.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. Maybe they just don't think they're as far ahead as they actually are either. Yeah, they're at 4K in 11 minutes. Lanes have not gone well for Tundra at all, and the Midas Arc Warden.
The real Arc Warden. Just gonna go up to this high ground, try and bring him down with a focus fire. Sneyking will create some space, but boy, those spiders quickly overwhelming 9. They're gonna go for Sneyking. They'll get him too.
This is looking like a classic gaming route here. Just off the Ace Brood, that there are no good answers for him at this part of the game. There's no real good spider clear. This dual offlane for Tundra, it's meant to be picking people off on the map. You're not going to have a map to go looking for the pickoffs in about 5 minutes here. And your tier 1s are going to disappear, and the hunt is going to be on. Maybe the hunt is already on.
Yeah, at this point, the hunt is on, and Tundra are going to have to just find their little hiding holes.
Middle tower is under attack.
It is looking miserable for 33 out here. Sneyking, he doesn't have much to work with. DyrachYO's been totally unchallenged, and he's even been willing to leave lane. Like in that last fight, he was running to the triangle. Wasn't required at all, but he's got his Battle Fury complete. He's going to be massive.
And they're going to take the last tier 1. Ace rotating to all 3 lanes, making his presence felt. Echo Saber coming out. Scale is only going to increase from here. They're going to 33 in deep, try and take this fight.
It's going to be bold.
Get Omni Slash?
Immediately, Omni Slash. Fortunately, the creep wave did come in. They're not going to be able to chase him down, but Sneyking, he had his bulldoze immediately purged out by Seleri with the enchant. Something that they're going to have to think about for this whole game.
And again, Rupture comes out, and the counter is, just sit there.
Yeah, because Tundra isn't strong enough to actually force a fight around that Rupture.
I mean, I feel like the only damage coming out of this lineup is Arc Warden.
Yes.
And that's a tough position for 9, because he's the one who's lost all his tier 1s here at a rapid pace and needs more items. This is not a hero that fights super early with the Midas build. Just way too much pressure on this Arc Warden right now.
And the catch continues now with the Rod of Atos on Quinn.
This is getting out of control. You have lost all your Ancients. you're probably going to lose wisdom runes here. You do not have much space to operate in.
You know, this has actually been the major that Gaimin Gladiators has lost the most games. They've actually lost more games here than they lost at Lima or Berlin combined. And
That's like 4.
yeah,
You know what? That's not even...
but this may be what the most dominant upper bracket final performance that we're going to see from them.
It very well might be. I mean, I guess they got through the major, right? Now it's just back to European DPC, so
That is 100% true.
now there's no more pressure.
Which they don't ever win that, but you know.
Yeah, but it's Western DPC, European DPC on land.
That's the difference right there.
You know, they step up, others fall a little short. The pressure's on. They've delivered all year. And Tier 2 already gone.
Yeah, well, we were just talking about, oh, that's going to be the last Tier 1 tower. Now they've taken 2 Tier 2s in this space.
Just going high ground with the rally on the Spiderlings. This is so much damage. You're gonna have to cliff this. Oh, this is absolutely out of control. I don't think they're gonna stop either, because what are they afraid of here?
And this is pretty gross that he's got the rally with the spiders. Once again, you've seen Seleri do this a couple of times with Ace. Like bang, DyrachYO, they're going to go for the kill. They got the chainstone with the lasso pullback. Finally, something Tundra has something to work with here.
Yeah, maybe you should have been afraid of this high ground. See if Tundra can get anything else off this.
Nice lined up stun from tOfu, but he'll still die. So 1 for 2 exchange, a massive turnaround in momentum there for Tundra as Gaimin Gladiators once again a little bit too overzealous in their high ground pushing.
I think they felt super confident because of the rally and max healing ward already up. This is a 4-4-1 jug build. Kind of tells you what Gaimin thought of this game.
Sure.
But then I go back to why not just build the aura on the Brood like you've done all the other times.
Yeah.
If you have a Piper mech there, you save the jug, he gets Omni off, you might just win the game. We'll see if it comes back to bite Gaimin. I mean, they're still in an incredibly good position. I don't think there's anything wrong with Ace's items. Maybe that just is an unnecessary push there. Still,
probably.
It doesn't cost them too much. They get a glyph, they get half a tier 3, 2 tiers dudes down, 8k gold lead. They're pulling creeps from top with a wolf to Quinn.
It does now mean the Arc Warden is going to start getting amped up. Now we got the Maelstroms, so he's got some real right-click damage going in. You can complete the Gleipnir, then you've got great team fight on top of that.
And what have we said about Tundra's entire tournament? It's the high ground defense, you know. It's the high ground defense. You got to already start playing for the. I mean, I don't know if you want to be playing for high ground defense at 15 minutes. That sounds a little early, but who's to stop you if you're confident in it? Arc Warden is up there with the best of all time, the most toxic of all time.
Yeah, there have been a number of crazy comebacks through Arc Warden high ground holds, or even holding the throne.
Oh, look at tOfu's pushing. It's perfect here.
Yep, gonna catch AUIs. He tried to set up some sort of trap there. And that'll be a final tier 2 that's going to die with nobody from Tundra willing to sit around this tower anymore. They're gonna push the other side of the map.
Celeri's just continually dragging creep waves around this map with his Ench creep. So making Tundra feel their own pain here. The 2 can play this game AUI.
Yeah, a really good solution.
How do you like it?
When you want to group up, right?
Exactly. It just max efficiency here. He's going to drag another top. Oh, no, timed out. Never mind.
Well,
still, I like that. I like that idea. You know, it's like a little bit of a mental game.
tOfu is so patient. He's just sitting at top, waiting for heroes to show.
He doesn't have to do anything else. There's nowhere else for Tundra to go.
Yeah.
They're all in their base and farming a single ancient camp. His patience will eventually get rewarded, or you're just going to build a net worth lead here. Maybe bad individually for him if nobody eventually comes up here, but good for his team.
Yeah, I mean, what else does he need? He's already got the Blink Dagger, so...
Aghanim's. The Lion Dream.
He does already have 1 finger charge.
And that's Gleipnir finished for the Windranger here, ahead of the Arc Warden.
When are we going to see Roshan?
I think Gaimin can do it whenever they want.
Yeah.
Tundra, maybe you want to try and fight right now? This Bat Blink? They have a charge on a Juggernaut. It's just so hard to make an aggressive move. You have very little vision to work around too. There's one Radiant Obs that's like in the middle of all these trees, so it's not doing you much good. Very awkward. I mean, very cheeky ward.
Yeah.
Very awkward ward at the same time.
Never seen that word before.
That's definitely an AUI ward. It is an AUI ward. Look at that. It's such an AUI
Click on that
ward.
word. Click on that word so you can show how little it sees, but also like it's so hard to D-ward.
I mean, this is one of those wards like when you're winning the game. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's part that they're right.
Genius.
It's the one that everybody plants, but it's also sees a lot more, so it gets D-warded.
In a losing game, however, this is one of those wards like what is it doing for us?
Yeah, when the mid wave is like constantly pushed in past that point, probably not getting too much. They finally do take that Roshan, so Aegis picked up for Quinn.
You know what that is?
What is it?
That's the fact that AUI was the coach's team. And as a coach, he's probably telling his players all the time, like, yo, look at this cheeky ward spot. Yo, we should use this in a game. And they never use it.
Yeah,
he's salty
now
about it.
I'll show you guys.
Yeah, he has his chance now. He's going to plant all the weird wards. Nobody can stop him.
Well, they do very efficiently blow up the Tormentor.
Little taser shard. An extra net worth to counteract that Aegis. It is interesting they gave Quinn this Aegis.
Posture check. Golem, get ye gone.
Did it work?
It did. Everyone sat
go.
up. Everyone's like, well, wait a minute. I don't want to be the guy with the bad posture. Yo, shout out to all of you lovely folks here in Bali coming out and experiencing some Dota live. Much love to all of you.
It's truly a different experience. You know, certain players are LAN players, certain players are online players. You know, you have your.
Are you saying there are remote audiences and there are LAN audiences?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
No, all I'm saying is when the crowd is out, certain players thrive, others choke. That's what Dota's all about. You know, you have your Sumails that rise to the occasion on LAN. You have your Nigma Galaxies, which rise to the occasion on LAN. If they can get there.
If they can get there, yeah.
I don't know what's the GOAT online team in Dota 2?
Dire's top tower.
Probably like NIP or something. I don't know. That's the first one that came to mind.
I mean, like, there was the
little finger action.
Virtus Pro team. tOfu going to be bumped back with the Rupture, so he'll take a lot of damage for that one. Quinn, Shackle Shot is up, so we can stop this TP. Sneyking will be left behind. So 2 supports for 1. I mean, honestly, when you're behind like this, is not the worst thing for Tundra. They're just trying to create space for more farm on 9.
Pretty much. I mean, this game is just about stalling until Arc Warden maybe wins it for you. But it's going to be a long road to that. So you're just going to keep split pushing, keep ratting, finding some little pickoffs. Second finger charge for tOfu. Maybe he's not too sad about that one. What I was going to say about this Aegis is when you give it to Quinn, it says Gaming are not going to go high ground early. I think they feel like the high ground defense with the Arc Warden and the lasso pull is like, why try and do that again, right?
Yeah.
And so they're just going to farm up.
I already see AUI laying up like super defensive mines.
You know what?
So we're going to get some sort of lasso pull back into light near mine explosion that's going to be killing a core and stopping a high ground push.
Solo kill for Quinn.
That's a pretty nice one.
Just sends DyrachYO back to base. Luckily, it's not too far away. No, the trip is short. First class ticket.
He's got 2 minutes left on that Aegis, so maybe we'll see another high ground attempt here.
Yeah, that's an opening. 30 seconds, no carry. You can at least get another.
Oh, there's the bubble.
Potentially. That's your one bubble.
Radiant's middle
He's got man up with the spiders. And they chuck this so fast, even with the Crimson Guard.
Crimson Guard helps slow it down a lot. The charge on through, doing some
yeah, but the Purge Hurricane.
Hurricane back in. As you said, the Purge, a nuisance for that Bulldoze Spirit Breaker.
That's your last bubble here. You still have a glyph. You're going to use it. Skeeter back up. What can you make of this? You're going to have to find a Blink Lasso here. I don't think Gaming are leaving with his Aegis.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Break the link. It's on Ace. Try and get it back, but tOfu with the brilliant Hex slows down that pull. They still have the blast off the chain, and with it, the mines can explode. They'll get the kill. Skeeter's going to come in, but he takes so much damage he has to back away. Ace finally does die, but Skeeter had to go back to the fountain in order to try and fight again.
9 sacrifices his double for the healing ward. Tells you how annoying it's been, and another impale, another death.
Buybacks coming through now. Sneyking going for Quinn. 45 seconds left on that Aegis, so they cannot overcommit on this hero.
He gets hit by that last Wraith. That's a successful high ground defense. It costs you a lot of net worth here. Buyback for AUI, a lot of deaths. You get a tier 3 out of it if you're gaming. And that was your Aegis expiring in 30 seconds here. So you're still very happy with that push. Sneyking gonna get turned into a frog. And he's gonna have to go back to base.
Fun times. And fun times for us, because Gaimin Gladiators very likely gonna wait on next Roshan. Because if you Tundra are gonna play for a high ground defense that is this toxic, you cannot rush it.
No, you do not want to throw this game back into the Arc Warden's hands.
Yeah, frankly, they already did it kind of once in game 1 and already once in this game too, so.
High ground's been the trickiest part for gaming in this series. I do not blame them for playing this a lot more patient, just building up the items that are going to secure that for sure.
Yeah, tricky like a speed bump.
Well, nobody's beaten this team the entire year, so we have to put things in perspective, you know? It's like if you come out of the booth and you're like, hey guys, I took them to a game 3. What the hell else did anybody else do? That's a win.
Yeah, true.
Radiant are scanning.
Hey guys, it took them 45 minutes to win the game.
Yeah, everybody's lounging by the pool in Bali. How long did you last against this game? Oh, we lasted like 55 minutes. Damn, you're good. You guys are good. AUI back to ratting the lanes
Radiant's
as we wait for the next
courier
Roshan
has been
here.
killed. Dire are scanning.
Smoke.
What hero can they, if you could choose AUI's hero to limit the amount of ratting he does in the game, what, like if you did some sort of like reverse captain's draft, what would you give him?
The reverse captain draft anti-rat hero for AUI 2000.
Yeah, because it seems like every hero that he plays is going to accomplish this. Oh, the Gleipnir catches him. And stopping the charge is all that's needed to get this kill on Sneyking. As unfortunately for him, he gets his ward dewarded at the same time.
I don't know if that hero exists. I mean, if we're talking about wave cutting, it's probably like Bounty Hunter or something.
Oh, yeah.
You know how hard it is to cut a wave with Bounty Hunter? It's so slow.
It's true, but then he would just do a bunch of like careers.
Yes, that's why I didn't want to say Bounty.
You just do Matthew things.
I don't know, man. That's a tough question. I'll think about that one. Either way, he has
Really fishing for impact moves now.
I mean, you gotta be fishing in this game. This is stalled out. Tundra just not finding much on the map. At least Sneyking has a Shadow Amulet, so
Good for him.
you know, when the times get tough,
And he had bought a second part of his Shadow Blade, but we go back into live where Skiter has just been fingered down.
it's an opening to find Ace though.
Yeah, it turns on his BKB, so even if you lasso him, you're not going to be doing very much damage. In fact, pulling him closer to 9 is very dangerous. Almost got that kill, but they do manage to finish off the Broodmother, thanks to AUI blasting in.
Wait,
That is-
DyrachYO just ran right past 9.
Yeah, I saw him on the map. I was like, where's he going? Nice force staff up to the high ground. That'll disjoint the Omni Slash.
Did he think that was the double or something? Was he just not looking? He just showed mercy. He just let him walk in. Nine's like, shh. If I don't talk, he won't notice me. I just walk past him back into my base.
Oh, that's weird.
That was a very strange interaction. But it gets the Arc Warden out, and they get a Brood kill, so I guess that's a successful fight for Tundra?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gaimin continue to find the kills and lead into the
It
next
must be so
Roshan.
painful to be staking this game. He just charges out to a lane, tries to kill it, and then immediately gets like focus fired, shot down, or Omni Slashed. Or...
Yeah, I'm telling you, these are the games where Sneyking is the most PMA. Because the game is going so bad that something in his brain clicks. He's like, all right, I gotta be the ultimate PMA player in this game right now to keep the game going. But Sneyking's PMA, I don't know if it's changed, but when I played with him, it wasn't that inspired.
It wasn't particular. Like, you didn't believe it, right?
No, nobody believed
he was never PMA in the first place.
I don't know
so-
if he knew that, but nobody believes it. I think he's a lot better now. He's definitely growing a lot as a player and captain. Winning TI will do that. Lasso,
They almost
did
got the
more
range
damage
Erik.
than helped.
And if they win this fight, it's going to be look good. Oh, 33! He still falls. That's going to be yet another finger charge for tOfu. Now Skiter, who raced out of the base, immediately met by the brick wall. That is a shackle shot to a creep.
Just has no BKB. He went for this Manta into the Mjolnir build. He can't take advantage of the fact that these fights are powering up the Thirst because he can't run in. He just gets stunned, gets kited. Just no room for the Bloodseeker to operate, and the push has come at last. Even without that Roshan, Sneyking will continue to try and create some space.
Yeah, bump him out of the bubble.
But the healing ward is going untouched right now.
Yep, because they just can't get close to it.
Switch slash for the double. Sends a message.
Tier 3 down, Gaimin Gladiators. It's looking like the first lane of barracks for them. As Tundra cannot afford an economic setback, so they're just going to hold on to their buybacks.
They're never going to financially recover from this.
Yeah, and Gaimin Gladiators can be investing for days. 20,000 net worth lead for them.
It's just the part in the game, in the part of the series where you tell each other, you know, at least we won TI, guys. At least we got that.
Yo,
33,
everybody pull up your banking app on your phone right now. Check your bank account. Remind yourself of the millions you won.
That's too much. That's too far. You know, I don't know if you pull your bank account out in the middle of the game. Maybe you do it after, like when you shake hands. You know,
that's true. That's true. Yeah, the players officially are not supposed to have.
Yeah,
fun,
you know, you're Sneyking. You go up to shake Quinn's hand. You're, oh, I dropped my phone. Oh, my banking app opened. Oh, sorry, Quinn. That was just an accident right there. I didn't mean to do that. And then at least you can hold your head high, you know?
Sure.
And you might meet him again in the finals. And then there's some intimidation factor. So if you can get anything out of here, maybe some mental games will help you down the road. Still, this is looking like a very difficult game to bring back, even with the high ground defense.
No, here's what you do. I got it. If you're Sneyking right now, you because you know he's gonna have Quinn on Steam Friends. He links him the esports winnings all time.
Oh, yeah.
He links them that page.
I mean, honestly, after this year, I don't know if Gaimin are that far behind.
That is true. They have been winning everything.
They won a lot of prize money this year, man.
Yeah, Dream Leagues were actually worth quite a bit, and they've gotten 2 majors under their belt. Possibly soon to be a third as they are going to the grand finals.
Oh my god, that
tOfu blinked in?
What the hell?
All right, Gaimin Gladiators is just way too full of themselves at this point.
That is some cocky. That is some arrogance right there.
Maybe tOfu maybe it was a misclick.
It might have been a misclick. Honestly, I think he was just, you know, watch me style on these kids. I'm a dodge this right, just goes in. The rest of the team's like, yeah. Good luck with that. I'm gonna keep farming here.
Then what, tOfu? Then
I mean, they do have Aegis. They have level 20 on the Jug. They have Cheese for Quinn. Double damage on him as well. I feel like they're pretty happy to take any fight. Smoke out from Tundra. Mjolnir done for Skiter. You always have this Blink Lasso initiation. If they find Quinn, that's huge. They'll take Ace for sure, too.
Yeah,
but on both of these cores.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's really hard to get through the link
wearing out
enough.
They also have Force Staff.
Ace, he responds. He gets off the BKB fast enough, 33. He already used his... did he attempt to go for...
blocked. I don't know what happened there.
By the way, Force Staff or something? Either way, Quinn in with a BKB double damage. Well, he wants to take the fight, but he is going to be pushed back during his BKB. Now he's going to be hit by the Blood Right. He's actually a little bit low, but the rest of Gaimin Gladiators are in full fighting force here, and they're going to show up. Take down 3 of Tundra, get yet another finger charge as well.
I think Sunny just got botched that initiation because Lasso went on cooldown. He had Force Staff Lasso to break Lincoln's and Lasso. I think.
Yeah, and the Force Staff was also in cooldown. So what did he use the Force Staff on?
I have no idea. It must have been a misclick, maybe on himself, maybe on a creep that was overlapping a Spiderling. So slash to clear out these illusions. It'll be buybacks for Tundra to get put in already. Your Lasso up in 10 seconds as they stack the Lincolns on the Aegis Juggernaut here and say good luck. What are you going to do about
fight
this?
Through that. We've got our own bubble going on.
Well, Manta Arc Ward. So this is Manta and the Gleipnir timing. This is where the hero really starts to hurt. You do have the Lion Shard to help clear through some of these illusions, however. Pretty nice from tOfu. And they're going to find a Lasso on the Lion.
Yeah, pull him back in, and tOfu is going to die for this one. Sneyking will be traded out. DyrachYO is actually pretty damn low.
Yeah, he's just dying.
Thought about poking at him. Of course, he has the Aegis. No reason to commit, while Quinn, he goes in deep to be able to destroy 33's Bat Rider. That is going to be die back there. DyrachYO blinking in to die on the Aegis. He doesn't want to keep that alive anymore. Quinn stopping for the rupture here. They just cannot commit to get this kill on him while the Omni Slash chases down Skiter. DyrachYO in deep right next to the fountain. Still is able to just spin back to safety.
There's just no punish. Absolutely none. This is Juggernaut with his blink. Has the gap close, has the damage, has the ags, and then throw the Lincolns right back in. Ooh, these bubbles are not protecting you for long.
No, we can see the Tempest double gets demolished pretty quickly. It's now out. Final buildings left before Mega's Tundra.
Just gone. The
Playing
base
for the long
gone.
game. Well, it's not much longer game than laying up against Mega Creeps
Yeah,
like
so much
this.
for the high ground defense here. And they're just going to call it. They don't want to struggle anymore. As that is an incredibly dominant series here by Gaimin. Just made it look easy.
Don't know what's the problem. Should try to keep things simple.
Which Gaimin have been consistently doing throughout their entire run as they pick up another victory. Was there, I guess, Quinn was able to do something a little more out of the box than usual because, yes, for the most part, this is Gaimin's Gladiators blueprint for every single match, but